Okay guys, this is my first video, but I'm going to show you the deck that I built. Kind of based off of something I've seen, but to combat against the new Garbador deck that's destroying every single regional right now. So basically, I will start off my first Pokemon, 4 Eevees with the Energy Evolution. Now obviously I will use the Eevees to get out Umbreon GX. And Umbreon GX is good because it's got a good attack. Yeah, it's good. And then Tapu Lele, turn 1. Hopefully get him out, and then use his ability to get a Bridget, which I'll show you later, and then Bridget to get all of our other Pokemon, which are gonna be Zora, 4 Zora, 2 Zoroark. I'd rather have 3, but I'm thinking 2 because I wanted to put a couple other supporters in here. And the idea of Garbador is to get all the items that your opponent can play into the discard pile, and it does 10 damage for every one, so you don't want to play very many items. So this deck was built using mainly supporters besides items that I have to have, or that I think it's good to have. Zoroark Break is good because you got for 1 the foul play for only 1 energy, can do choose any of the opponent's active Pokemon's attacks as its own for only 1 dark energy. Now he's only got 140 HP, and yeah, it does take a while, or it may be a while to evolve him from, as a state, basically being a break, to stage 2, similar to a stage 2. So there's heavy evolution in this deck. But I got 1 Oranguru. Sorry about the glare there. I got 1 Oranguru, and Oranguru is good basically because Garbador does play a Delinquent a lot, and so this will basically, with this ability, it says once during your turn before you attack, you may draw cards until you have 3 in your hand. So even if they Delinquent you with only 3 in your hand, next turn you can draw 3 more cards. So that's it for the Pokemon that I have in this. And okay. And I play 2 Altar of the Moon. Basically every Pokemon that I have in here has a retreat cost of 2 or less. So the Altar of the Moon helps to basically have free retreat for any of your Pokemon that you have, so long as you have one of the Altar of the Moon in there. And then I play supporters. I have 4 Sycamore. That's standard in every deck. Basically, discard your hand, draw 7 cards. Kind of give you a new hand in case you're stuck or you need something going on there. I play 4 Ns, and this is important because, like I said, we don't want to use a lot of items. So playing 4 N, it helps you, gives you a lot of versatility in the in your deck to go in and in case you don't want to discard anything, that you can still hang on to it. 2 Kukui, basically that's kind of for attack and draw support. Kukui's good. I was going to play 1, but I decided I think 2 would be better because having that extra 20 points of damage and 2 extra cards to draw, you're still getting draw power and doing extra damage, which, the Umbreon only does 90 and then 30 to the bench, so it's not a real heavy hitter. Zoroark just does bench damage with Mind Jack, 30 times every one that your opponent's bench Pokemon. So it's not a real heavy hitting deck, but it's very effective when it comes to playing against Garbador, and that's because the items we do have a we'll get to those, but just play 1 Bridget. Basically, like I said, Tapu Lele earlier. Hopefully turn 1, Tapu Lele. Get out Bridget. Bridget allows you to search your deck for 1 basic Pokemon EX, which I don't play any EXs in this, or 3 basic Pokemon and put them straight on your bench. So that'd be good if I have, you know, to get Eevees out or any of the Zoroas out, things like that. 2 Lysanders, you know, it's standard in every deck. You need to have a couple Lysanders to switch out a Pokemon, or say they got a Shaman on the bench and you can one-shot it and get 2 prize cards. You know, obviously Lysander is good to have. And then with my items, like I said, I don't want to play too many items, but some things are still you have to have. And it's the 4 VS Seekers, so we can get back in and get our supporters out. Then I play 4 Ultra Ball. That's hopefully to get your, you know, your turn 1 Tapu Lele with an Ultra Ball or in hand, you know, but or even to get an Eevee out so you can start setting up the game. 4 Ultra Ball, definitely a necessity. Now I only play 1 Field Blower, or this is a Super Rod. Super Rod is good because if I do have any energy or Pokemon in my discard that I want to get out, you know, obviously this allows you to get it out, put it back in your deck. The Field Blower, which I just mentioned, Field Blower is good if I want to knock off any kind of choice bands or any kind of tools that they have on their Pokemon, or even my own, because I do play 2 Float Stones as well, just in case. It's good to have a Float Stone on a Zoroark. That way, basically his ability is a stand-in. He can switch in with your active Pokemon, and then you can switch him right out with a Float Stone. So basically, he can move in and out and do damage, and it's good to have. So I have 2 Float Stones. Field Blower is good, so that way if I do have like I have play 4 choice bands, so if I do have a choice band on a Zoroark and I need to put a Float Stone on them or vice versa, then I have that option with the 4 choice bands that I play. So that's it with the items there. Not too many, but just a necessity that you would need for the deck. Well, other than the 1 special charge that I use, because I do use double colorless energy for the Umbreon, for the Zoroark, even the Rangaroo or Tapu Lele. Basically, yep. And then I play 6 Dark Energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 is good. You know, you don't want to do any less than 6 because you'd be running into trying to find energy and having problems with energy, and you need the 1 hopefully at the beginning, so that way you can put it on the Eevee and automatically evolve them to an Umbreon GX, which is good. And then the 4 double colorless energy, and since I run 4 of them, that's why I have the special charge, just in case they get knocked off. A lot of things that knock off special energy now, attacks, things like that, but basically this deck is built for Garbador, so it's not too much built with Garbador that knocks off special energy, but even they do play Team Flare Grunt and things like that, so it's good if they get knocked off. I do have the special charge to get them shuffled back into my deck so they're not lost forever. But this is my idea, basically. I kind of based it off of something I've seen, but I like dark decks. I like Umbreon. I have the 2 secret rare Umbreons, so I've been wanting to build something to play with that. I've always liked Zoroark. I used to play Zoroark Break with my Mega Tyranitar deck. So Dark's been a favorite of mine for a while. Did build a Veltal EX deck before, and so I think this is a strong deck, especially against what's been killing people right now in the Garbador deck. So that is it. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Hopefully this deck does good for you as well. Peace be with you.